bless you.
Grand evening.
Time to go free your mind. You did do it last week, but happy day to do it this week. Let's go in prayer before we get started. Thank God, thank you for tonight. Thankful for another day. Thankful for another evening. Thankful for another opportunity to be alive and well in presence. Thankful for the congregation and fellowship and family near and far. Thankful for all things that we're able to accomplish during this day. Remember those that will log in with us on tonight. Remember this house. Remember those that are dealing with ailments, situations, circumstances at this hour. Make this life find them well, find them at peace. Anything that happen contrary in their life. It is our earnest expectation and prayer that things will work together for good for them. As we go forward and free our mind, let it be edifying, encouraging, and enlightening to someone other than us. That we might be not the only ones that are partaker and benefiting from being able to free our mind. Shay, amen.
Shay, amen.
All right, where we start? Where we start?
We stopped at Exodus 21. We were in Exodus 22.
We are in Exodus 22. All right, let's go with Exodus 22.
If a man shall steal an ox or a sheep and kill it and sell it, he shall restore 5 oxen for an ox and 4 sheep for a sheep. If a thief be found breaking up and be smitten that he died, there shall no blood be shed for him. If the sun be risen upon him, there shall be blood shed for him. For he should make full restitution. If he have nothing, then he shall be sold for his theft. If the theft be certainly found in his hand alive, whether it be an ox or a donkey or a sheep, he shall restore double. If a man shall cause a field or vineyard to be eaten, and shall put in his beast, and shall feed in another man's field, or the best of his own field, and of the best of his own vineyard shall he make restitution. If fire break out and catching thorns, so that the stacks of corn or the standing corn of the field be consumed therewith, he that kindled the fire shall surely make restitution. If a man shall deliver unto his neighbor money or stuff to keep, and it be stolen out of the man's house, if the thief be found, let him pay double. If the thief be found not found, then the master of the house shall be brought unto the judges to see whether he have put his hand unto his neighbor's goods. For all manner of trespass, whether it be for ox, for a donkey, for sheep, for raiment, or for any manner of lost thing, which another challengeth to be his, the cause of both parties shall come before the judges, and whom the judges shall condemn, he shall pay double unto his neighbor. If a man deliver unto his neighbor a donkey or ox or sheep or any beast to keep, and it die, or be hurt or driven away, no man seeth it, then shall an oath of the Lord be between them both, that he hath not put his hand unto his neighbor's goods, and the owner of it shall accept thereof, and he shall not make it good. And if it be stolen from him, he shall make restitution unto the owner thereof. If it be torn in pieces, then let him bring it for witness, and he shall not make good that which was torn. And if a man borrow aught of his neighbor, and it be hurt or die, the owner thereof being not with it, he shall surely make it good. But if the owner thereof be with it, he shall not make it good. If it be an hired thing, it came for his hire. And if a man entice a maid that is not betrothed, and lie with her, he shall surely endow her to be his wife. If her father utterly refuse to give her unto him, he shall pay money according to the dowry of virgins. Thou shalt not suffer a witch to live. Whosoever lieth with a beast shall surely be put to death. He that sacrificeth unto any god, save unto the Lord only, he shall be utterly destroyed. Thou shalt neither vex a stranger nor oppress him, for ye were strangers in the land of Egypt. Ye shall not afflict any widow or fatherless child. If thou afflict them in any wise, and they cry at all unto me, I will surely hear their cry. And my wrath shall wax hot, and I will kill you with the sword. And your wives shall be widows, and your children fatherless. If thou lend money to any of my people that is poor by thee, thou shalt not be to him as an usurer, neither shalt thou lay upon him usury. If thou at all take thy neighbor's raiment to pledge, thou shalt deliver it unto him by that the sun goeth down. For that is his covering only, it is his raiment for his skin, wherein shall he sleep. And it shall come to pass, when he crieth unto me, that I will hear, for I am gracious. Thou shalt not revile the gods, nor curse the ruler of thy people. Thou shalt not delay to offer the first of thy ripe fruits, and of thy liquors. The firstborn of thy sons thou shalt give unto me. Likewise shalt thou do with thine oxen and with thy sheep. 7 days it shall be with, oh my gosh, hold on. 7 days, yeah. 7 days it shall be with his, oh, okay. um, it says DAM. And on the 8th day thou shalt give it me, and ye shall be holy men unto me. Neither shall ye eat any flesh that is torn of beasts in the field. Ye shall cast it to the dogs. That's the end of 22. Oh my God.
Now, now, this is important. This is important.
Okay.
First of all, this is a very important part right here. Very important part. Very important part. How old is Isaiah? The mother don't know how old the
Oh,
child.
I didn't hear.
How old is Isaiah?
21,
And how old is Josiah?
23,
And how old is Tasha?
23.
To show you how important this is, we got anybody involved in it.
I can't tell.
Don't seem so important, does it?
What I just read?
That's right.
It seems in,
Well, it's for the sake of that story, because it showed me what talking on us, talking on people.
right.
So you have two people that I see that are logged in.
And talking to those people during that time, right?
Right.
Okay. So I'm gonna say 30 and younger. This is important for people 30 and younger. You're still make Josiah a senior, wouldn't it?
Right.
You the oldest one in the younger generation, isn't it?
Right.
See, 23, huh? Huh? Who's oldest? You? By a few months.
About month.
About a month.
Almost a month.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Okay. That's right. By a month. Now, we know that for the sake of the story, it was for those people.
Right.
Now, it definitely was for those people. That explains why, in a lot of places, they say, well, we don't do the Old Testament, we do the New Testament. Y'all heard that?
Right.
And then, look at it, does that not remind you of people's legal system?
Yes.
How the legal system is, how they got it formulated, and how they put it together?
Yes, sir.
Remind you of it? Now, you said somebody's watching.
Sarah Fleck and Knob.
Bless you, bless you. So, for the sake of what's there, a lot of people say, well, you don't have to worry about the Old Testament, just New Testament. I have to worry about being one. I have to understand it, I have to know word for word to know what it really is. Because first of all, according to that right there, that should let you know why some of the legal systems are the way they
Right.
are. And back in Europe, the parliamentary procedure in Europe follows in the similitude of that right there. So you're gonna tell me that came from God. Now people can get mad and upset. I'm more spiritual than you and your whole family, so bring it on. When the ordained purpose is to bring people to spirituality, that's what we do. So I need, for the sake of what I'm getting ready to do, I need to sign and take some of you. I'm gonna show you something. This is a legal system being described, is it not?
It is.
And the judges are emphasized.
Yes.
Now, in church, let me know if anybody else along. In church, you hear churches say, we don't worry about the Old Testament, right?
Right.
We deal with the New Testament. Ain't that right? Well, watch this. Josiah, what's the penalty for not paying a speeding ticket? What's the penalty? What's the penalty? How much time you get? Tell you, how much time you get? He said no time. How much time you get? I hope a lot of people watching this video. That's why they don't want you in the Old Testament. Because they don't want you to know. How many of you in here look at the laws for South Carolina? Because some of them screwed up. How many of you know? How many of you know anything about it? I ain't no lawyer. You don't have to be a lawyer to know what's in there.
Sister Shell and Elder Baron.
Bless you, bless you. How many you they don't want you to know, just like they don't want you to know about this Bible, they don't want you to know about law. And here's the young generation, and that's what they're trying to penalize. So that when they do stuff to them, they just go along with it and pay the money or go along with what they have to suffer because they can't come back at them and say, wait a minute, that's not how it's supposed to be. And then they pay money to a lawyer that's with them. That's gonna go along with them. See, y'all finna learn something now. This is the young generation. This is who they are. And then they tell you what? Ignorance of the law is
No excuse.
no excuse. They want them to come in there with excuses. They don't want to do. And did you not know you get more time than her? You get more time than her. And depending on where you are, you get more time than everybody because of you, because of how you look. Y'all be talking about God and under God. It's all about really, it's all about presidential thinking and ideology. It ain't about all this talking about holiness and righteousness. That's why I'm after the folk that want the truth and want to free their mind. This is nothing more than explaining a legal system. But what was just read don't pertain to her. How do you know it don't pertain to her? There's nothing feminine mentioned.
Right. Not there.
The feminine side is not mentioned. Huh?
No, it's not.
We don't even know what happens if a woman does it.
Right.
Because it wasn't triggered at women, because women were not respected to be included in the law. That's why they weren't included in the Constitution in the beginning. And if you can say I'm lying all you want to, if I'm lying, then why they had to fight for the right to vote? All women did.
Right.
than us.
Minister Madden and Sister Jennifer.
Bless you. Bless you. So they don't want them to know the law. And the church doing the same thing. We just do the New Testament. When I get through with going through this whole Bible, they're going to realize something. Spiritually, so you cannot hold a stick to truth. When we walk in our spirituality, there's a newness that makes us understand what's really going on. It's already unfair. It's already unbalanced, but yet you read a whole breakdown. So according to that, women don't steal. Hmm?
According to that.
According to that, women don't steal.
Right.
And if you go by that, if women do steal, they ain't got no guilty. And what is this obsession with wanting to kill people?
Talk about that.
And sacrifice is a ritual. Ain't nothing holy about sacrificing anything.
Right.
I don't care what it is, a person, an animal, it's not holy. That's not holy. But God said God did not say. Get that out of your mind right now. All of you, I don't care who don't like it. I'm on ordained purpose and I'm gonna stand with it and speak the truth. I'm a real apostle. I ain't no fake. I ain't no joke either. Bring your apostle up to me and I'll show you the truth. We can no longer tell these lies. It's time to free your mind. That was designed for you not to know the breakdown, so that when you get accosted and get judged, you ain't got nothing to say because you don't know.
Pastor Tron.
I'm going to tell you something else about what you just read. If you look at the dynamic of how it is, you see where they stole the concepts from to make their legal system. You see that you borrowed and piggybacked off of stories, fables, and wise sayings, and you made a whole legal system. And even in that, because of how you colonize and how you conquer people and how you impose your will on people, you still discriminated against certain people. According to that, that's supposed to be for God's people, right? But it's never been established who those people are. Anybody can get in there and claim that's us. How do I know? Because the whole people wrote themselves into it and got everybody honoring them and respecting them. And look at what's going on now. You take something else about what you just read. I already said according to that, women don't steal.
Right.
Ain't no penalty for them on that. Well, they got stuff for women later. I didn't ask you, do we have stuff later? We dealing with what we just read right now. We going line upon line, precept upon precept. According to that, he ain't supposed to be even recognized if he died and he committed that crime. And I want to say,
Right.
if he do it and live through it, you still ain't supposed to acknowledge and honor him. So when he leave, you ain't supposed to do nothing. You know how they do that celebration of life and all that? Can't have it for somebody. And according to that, there's a death attached to the crime. Well, a whole lot of folk in this country ought to be dead since you're going by that Bible, so you say. Because according to that, well, see, the law, no, Jesus came to fulfill the law. Which law? Who you think you're trying to fool? Which law? Which law? Huh? The Mosaic law? The Levitical law? The Abrahamic law? The Yahwehian law? The Bohemian law? The Mesopotamic Council law? The Parliamentary Procedure law? Which one? It's a lot of laws. Hmm? The law of the Torah? Hmm? I keep going. I can name a lot of these little holy books and holy writers and holy teachers and holy systems. We need to look at what fulfilled means. Just because something is written in the book and they playing with the words that's in the book, No, you're going to have to decipher what's really going on. Now watch this. I asked him how much time you get. You get 30 days. You get 30 days. You get a week. Look at that kind of imbalance. When you held in contempt of court, they give you 24 hours. The judge can say 24 hours, the judge can say 48 hours. The judge can say a week, or the judge, depending on the severity of the contentment of the court, the judge can hold you down to court, to the time of court again. What if court don't convene again until a month? Guess where you going to be for that whole month? The reason why I call both up here, because you need to understand, it ain't about, it ain't about this book. No, it's about what they don't want you to know. Reading is being pushed away from people. Let me prove to you what they're doing. They want you to listen, but not read. Most people can't hardly listen because they can't hear. And you can't listen until you hear. And a lot of people, when you playing something, they can't call it back to you. But if they read it, they can retain. They're trying to eliminate your power to retain and comprehend so that you can recite it. Are y'all hearing what I'm saying?
Right.
Look, y'all know that little exercise where they had 10 people and they started the story with one person. By the time it got to the 10th person, the story was different. You know why it was different? Ain't nobody read the doggone thing. Everybody had to hear. And they couldn't listen because they didn't know how to hear it effectively. So what they didn't remember, they added their own little thing, which is what we deal with right now in the time we live in. When somebody tells somebody something, depending on who they tell it to, they got to dress it up. In church, the catchphrase and passwords that they use to get people attention and keep people intrigued and keep people bound without giving people the truth so we can live righteous instead of just running around being religious is a shame. I just asked. That's what they don't want him to know. That's what they don't want her to know. They don't want them to know the penalty. They don't want them to know. See, they want them to see this is not important. This ain't important. This is a waste of time. But then when they come back and bite us in the butt, oh, that ain't right, that ain't fair. But you had access. We have access, but we don't want to take the time because we don't see the importance in it. Now, the justice got a scale, right? Depending on who you are, where you are, how you look.
Right.
That's how the scale get balanced or unbalanced. And when it comes to male and female, it's unbalanced. It ain't balanced. And especially with Josiah, because Josiah got more on him than she ever gonna have on her. Can I get in trouble?
Mm-hmm.
Josiah get pulled over, get a ticket, go to jail. She get pulled over, she intoxicated, she get some coochie and go home. Don't look at me like I don't know what I'm talking about. Somebody probably line up on that. Good night. I'm not here to play. I ain't here to play these games. It's time to clean this stuff up. The folk running around here making people feel like God is an idiot. Like God is crazy. Like God got fingers and pigs. They got God doing everything from cooking hot dogs to playing football. They don't want you to see this as important. So that when they tell you something, you won't say, hey, that's not right. When you go to court, depending on your case, if you don't have a lawyer, they act like you ain't anything. Didn't you know you should have been represented by legal counsel? Well, no, nobody told me. Well, I'm telling you now. Well, Judge, can I ask a question? Move on, please, counselor. Then go to the other side and talk to the lawyer on the other side, like you ain't sitting there. And have a nerve to let you talk and act like you ain't sitting there. Like they dull of hearing you, because you ain't got no counsel, which is how they set church up. Yeah. That's right. Some people have to say the pastor said so people will listen to them. And the pastor ain't been both saying what they say. But they use that to get people to listen to them. Some people say the pastor told me, and folks still don't believe. They don't come and check and ask. Trust me, I got a few people here that do that. And I said, Jack didn't Donald Duck squat. Well, it's I said, and it's true. So it's the same thing. They don't want you to look at that because they say, I don't need all that. I don't need. No, you gotta look at the dynamic and you gotta look at the concepts and you gotta look at what's in there and put it together and realize why it's there. It's trying to tell you something. It's trying to tell you something. I wish it was parallel, transparent. I wish it was the same for everybody, but it's not. And according to that right there, that just pertains to who? According to the story, who that pertains to?
Men.
And not just men, which men? Don't pertain to all men according to that. According to that, it don't pertain to Israel. Am I right about it? Yeah. Well, why are we on the end? Because they got laws of the land over here. Them did those laws of the land don't respect that Bible because they then took the Ten Commandments down, and good thing they did because I know where they got that from. People they don't like the truth. You gotta you gotta be well-rounded and versed in stuff because when stuff comes to you, you gotta know what you're dealing with. Well, I ain't no lawyer, yes, but you still have to have some kind of knowledge of the legal system that you're dealing with. You gotta have some kind of knowledge. When people talk about wrong bank, I automatically tell them, well, they get 25 for that. You must have 25 years giving away your life, because they sure don't slap it on. You got no difference between appellate court, Supreme Court, federal court. You got no difference between your local, your state, your federal. You got no difference. City and county ain't even the same. They got a law in South Carolina that they tell you how you don't do some more. Yes, it is. We can take your wife to the courthouse and be in front of them as long as you give her 7 licks and don't kill her. They ain't moving in. He not hanging in there. Look it up. It's still on there. Just go to Sherry Russell. I ain't know. That's right. They don't want you to know. Who's the biggest target up here? Josiah or Tasia?
Josiah.
Wrong.
Jason?
Why is why y'all say Josiah the biggest target? I'm telling you, they got us blinded. I'm free your mind. According to that right there, they already got stuff in place to handle Josiah. He the man, right?
Right.
They already got man on man stuff to handle the man.
Right.
Tasia is the target. You know why? She can have children. If you manipulate her and mess her up, you can control some stuff. You can also use her to control some stuff. Remember the damsel?
Mm-hmm.
Hmm? She the biggest target. No, it's not. No, she the biggest target. You can't build a nation without a woman. If you want to have a strong one, start it near water and have a strong woman. You can't build a nation. How you going to have children? Man don't have no woman. Josiah is not the biggest target. Josiah already been targeted to hinder and limit and destroy if necessary. And that's what that does. It hinders, limits, or destroys if necessary. And then have the nerve to say, give me your firstborn. Huh? What that mean? I'm saying? Thank you for coming. Thank you. Appreciate y'all. Let me tell you something. By age 30, both of them, by age 30, should have some basic knowledge of legal stuff. You need it. Because what you don't know does hurt you because it's being counted on to use what you don't know to hinder or come against you. Are y'all hearing what I'm saying? Now, if he said kill the firstborn, what that mean? Sacrifice, that mean kill him, no?
Right.
Ain't that what it mean?
Yes, sir.
Somebody said that ain't in the Bible. But we just read it. And it's in there, I promise you this, it's in there more than once. Get ready because you're going to see it again. We got to come out of these rituals, play religion, and be righteous and spiritual like we supposed to be anyway. You come from no dirt, came from a womb. I have to keep saying that because people get mad at me for saying it. Well, until you make a man from dirt, I'm going to keep saying what I'm saying because I'm smart enough to know that I came out of my mother's womb. When you look at that right there and look at how one-sided it is, how chauvinistic it is, there's no way in the world it's spiritual. The most powerful entity in spirituality when it comes to mortal beings is a woman. Why do you think our women's hair is the ninth evening? So in seeing that, that's a system designed and targeted. So now here's something else. Now you see where the notion comes from for making rules, regulations, and laws and statutes targeted and pointed at one group of people. Because that's targeted at one group, right? This way you get that ideology and that notion of organizing, being able to say, well, this is just for this. And I promise you, and I've experienced it and I saw it. They got different sets of rules, regulations, and stipulations for everything in this world, even especially in this country, from business to politics to education. They got different sets of rules in according to who you are, where you come from, and how you look, and who you're around. Not only do I want to be true, I can verbatim quote stuff that some of your government officials can't quote. But they follow it. This is where I told you, this is where some of this stuff comes from. Now you went from telling me legal stuff to jump into sacrifice. Make it make sense. It's jumping together to throw in stuff here and there. Well, by the way, this, and by the way, that. Oh, by the way, this, and by the way, that. And when you read it, that's how it connects you. I know I'm making a lot of people look at me funny, but when you call me in there, you're going to help people to be free, you're going to help people to get blessed, you're going to help people to receive, instead of them hearing something they ain't never seen that happen. Other than for the group that's taking all the money from you. Well, little crooked Joe on TV the other day talking about some money for some miracle water. Y'all don't throw it up there. You want some miracle water? Piss in a cup, put sugar in it, and food color, and call it cool. Shit all this food. It's time to clean this stuff up. Here you see how they got this ideology in them. It ain't nothing new. Ain't nothing new under the sun. Rise like the sun here tonight. Anybody's logged in?
No, sir, not yet.
We got to stop playing religion and start being righteous. And stop playing holy and be holy. Being holy ain't got nothing to do with dressing up, jumping in the building, acting like you know everything because you say God told you. And what you say and telling you, that ain't what's telling you. A whole lot of what you talk, a whole lot of what you think is incorrect. And a man is condemned or justified by what he believes. That's what they put in the Bible, but we know that ain't always true. Because sometimes a man is condemned or justified by where he lives, or how he look, or who he hang around. We just saw a video when these officers lost their job, social profiling an undercover FBI agent because of the color of his skin. See, he was condemned, not by what he believed, he was condemned by how he looked. But they lost their job fooling with him. And I'm sorry, it didn't help them. They lost their job fooling with him because they were social profiling. And the funny thing about it, folks be in church, acting all godly, just as evil and wicked. This system sucks. Twice time. And this Bible, if you read it right and take it in, you'll see where this ideology comes from, where they organized it, how they came forth with it. You'll see it. It's still out of the soul done. And they talk about killing animals. Clap your hands if you own a cow. Does it not say that if a man sleep with a beast, he should be put to death? Then you need to kill the farmers because they play bull all the time. I was around that farmer personally. They had his crate and would stroke them cows when he had no bull. And told me he do. And don't that say if they sleep with a beast killer? We can't be talking to them? Wait a minute, did you just say that? Yes. There are a lot of farmers that get up on crates late at night and stroke cows. They ain't down there in the woods looking for nothing. They right to my where you been, Jackie? Been making sure Mabel is able. That's where you been. Bestiality is not something that just started. Bestiality been going on. Whether you like it or not, there's some people that operate in it right now till today. I had a farmer that I personally knew that let me know his spot down there where he take him down there at night and play bull. He told me exactly what he mean by playing bull. I came up with my uncle teaching me stuff about the farm, and that's why I learned that people do sleep with beasts. My uncle didn't sleep with no beasts, but he knew what they did. He can tell you a lot of stuff, nigga. It does, can't it? So according to that, you're supposed to kill him, right?
Right.
Learn a lot now. Told you. We're on a ride. This is plantation law. You know it'll come with that, did you? This is plantation law. When I get into that, I know folks gonna get mad at me. But I'm doing what the ancestors told me. Use that Bible and show them. This is plantation law. Church operating plantation law all the time. Every church that exists operating plantation system law. Everyone. If one comes here not to know, we don't. Okay, what do y'all do? We got bylaws that we get from. What's the basis of the outline for those laws? And you call them bylaws, but you don't go by those laws because you ain't read it yourself. And since you're printing it, you ain't read it. You got to pay attention to what's going on here. And you got to counter it by setting up something that's just and balanced and righteous and pure. Instead of going by all this rough, grotesque stuff. If we set apart to be different, why are we doing the same stuff? Why we acting the same way? Why we look for ways to violate our own self and then get mad when somebody else violates us? We destroy our own self, why you get mad at somebody else trying to do it? You got to look at what's really in there. Because all before, we caught in the grip, caught up in hype, caught up in emotionalism, caught up in fantasy. Then you mess around and got enlightened with your real self. Most pastors call what I'm talking, doing now, ain't nothing but the devil. Well, evidently the devil know the Bible better than you. Well, the devil know the word. I don't know why you call it the word. When you don't even go by all of it. Avoid most of it. This system lets you know how organized things can be when you want to target a certain group of people. When you want to target a certain type of people. But that's what this does. According to what the story is saying, that don't pertain to everybody. Right?
Right.
Well, it makes sense because there's some things you can do in New York that you can't do in Carolina. There's some things you can do in Florida that you can't do in Texas. Same thing. They do. But the things that we don't think are important, those things that cost us. Because I told them progress happening now. You can't try to do 1980 stuff and try to make it fit in now and think you're gonna make a lot of progress. No, you're not, you're gonna hit a wall. If you don't know how to put the whole thing together and come forward with something innovative, you're gonna hit a wall. That's why they hit the wall now and try to run around and kill themselves and discredit this and discredit that. You gotta try to discredit that. You can't rip the truth. The wisdom change is gonna keep going whether they like it or not. This is a system. But they talking about somebody's about basic instruction before leaving earth. You sound, ain't no pill for stupid. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Anybody come with a catchy acronym, anybody. I taught the Bull and Black Letters edition. BIBLE, Bull and Black Letters edition. Now, anybody come with catchy, anybody. It's an acronym. That's what it stands for. That's what it stands for. Bible means little book. That's exactly what it means. You can look it up 10,000 times and still gonna mean the little book. Don't mean the word of God. Man implanted that to make people think that. So here we have, not only do we have a system, we have a hypocritical system. Now let's see if we can, Doc,
Sir.
where's the hypocritical part? Wait till y'all hear where the hypocritical part is. Where's the hypocrite part?
I have no idea.
Where God wants your firstborn.
Mm.
That's the hypocritical part. Surprise, surprise. Why do you call him a hypocrite? Because you turn around and said, don't do that for no other God but you. But you said it's wrong. Apostle, how you know this stuff? The posse. That's hypocritical. It's wrong. You shouldn't do it, but you should do it for me. Don't do it for the others. Isn't that being a hypocrite?
Right.
I hear you. Oh, you call y'all hypocrite. No, I didn't. I called the God you put in that book a hypocrite because the Most High ain't no hypocrite. The Most High ain't even a person. You personify what's not a person. Just because you personify power, that don't make power a person. Personification is a technique used in poetry and in lyrical writing, and in storytelling, and in myths. It ain't necessarily true. That's hypocrite. That's being hypocrite. Oh, you can't say that, I just did. It's the truth. That's a whole system, and if you look at it and pick it apart right, you can pertain a lot of stuff to that very thing that they got in there. And then turn around and say, it's just for this group. How about that? And to be honest, it was strategic. It was strategic because there are certain people, when they start reading that, they stop. It's boring to them. It ain't important to them because they're not aware of what they actually read. That's why I tell people the Bible is a casket. You gotta die to get in it. Why do you have to die to get in it? Because you gotta die and become your true self spiritually to be able to decipher what's really in that Bible. Old and New Testament. The Old and the New do not go together. They were not even written at the same time. The Old Testament was added to long after the whole book was put together. I can play dumb till you come to me with all your facts from your theological seminary. Then being an apostle, gonna bend you over, pull your drawers down, and whip you good fashion and embarrass you. Play me, I'm playing you. Come on, get sucked in. I know more than I can let on. Dates, times, names, break it. I know more than I let on. Don't let my dumbness fool you from unlock my dumb. Class test starts in about 5 more seconds. Let's move on.
Question.
Come on with the question. Love questions. That's right. I'm gonna let it be known. Yeah, I play stupid. There's some of y'all there, but y'all smart, biblical, theological self. Come on. Come on. Got something for you. As limited as that book is, you have made a fool out of enough people. It's time for it to stop. It's time to clean this stuff up. It's time to clean up the church. Clean up the Lord's church. Time to clean it up. The best folk man up, the messed us up. It's time to clean this stuff up. We should be the richest folk on the planet. Oh, go ahead.
You just said about the where God is saying, "He that sacrificeth unto any god, save unto the Lord only,
Come on.
he shall be utterly destroyed."
Destroy. Well, why they destroy? Because it's a story.
Right. So, for just clarity and understanding,
Uh-huh.
it goes down to 28. It says,
Go ahead.
"Thou shalt not revile the gods, nor curse the ruler of that people." What is exactly saying? Because
Look at that. Ooh.
because
Ooh.
I'm hearing one thing and then I'm reading another. So
Come on, pretty woman.
I'm just asking.
Come on, pretty Isha. Come on.
I mean, what
You bringing it.
what are you saying?
Make it make sense.
Is
Make
that
it make sense. Make it make sense. Make it make
that
sense.
part?
Make it make
It's
sense.
not making sense.
Make it make sense. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. Now stand up the Bible.
But this is supposedly God saying all this.
But that's God letting you know I ain't going to go.
Exactly. That right there. And
Y'all say ain't but one God, ain't but one God. But in the book, God is saying it's more than one God. But here, watch this. Watch this shock. Watch the shock. Read that 20th verse.
thou shalt not revile the gods, nor curse the ruler of that people.
Now, that's just for them, right? Right?
Right.
If it ain't but one God, why are you telling your people don't revile the gods?
Right. That's where I'm at. It's not making sense.
I told y'all we're going to start going once we get in here. If there's only one. That's why you have to later on come with statements like the only wise God, the only living God. You didn't say it wasn't living. You said don't revive. Because in mythology, in fables, and in ancient tales, the gods always were at odds with each other. They always had control of a certain people or a certain place. Or it was always territorial disputes, always good and evil battles. I'm telling you, it's magnificent how they took the twists and turns and stuck it in the hand 500 years because they're slow. They have to comprehend stuff. And 500 years put it together. And 200 more after that, make sure it would stick and work. And their plan worked because 1,000 years later, folks still locked into this stuff. I don't care if you locked into it, ain't mad at you, ain't gonna treat you funny, ain't gonna treat you bad. But I got news for you. If you wait to go promenade up the sky on the streets, baby, go, you are sadly gonna be. Cause it ain't there. And I am standing loud with color, and I approve this message. It ain't there. So if it ain't the one God, why are you telling them about the gods? Nor who?
Nor the ruler of the people,
What that sound like? Don't be talking about the president.
nor curse the ruler of that people.
Don't be talking about the president. If the church had the power they say they had, then a lot of people be done dropped in.
Right.
You can work yourself up to believe you can do a thing to the point where you can try to do it to your own demise. Some people need no help to work it up. They be under the influence of something. It's something I'm working on. I'm holding back, but boy, I can't wait. Rise like the sun in here. Let's clean this up. Don't curse the ruler. You can't talk like that about the man of God. Can't talk like that about the woman of God. Kiss my action, he can't. I'm God. I'm one of them, so I am God. Time to clean this stuff up. That don't make no sense, do it? The two kind of bump heads. Ain't that so?
Right. Mhm.
I guess we can move on,
Mhm. Oh.
huh? Can we? Okay, let's move on. You look gorgeous when you break out truths like that. Do it again. Do it again. Do it again. Do it again. I know they don't like me, so what? Don't go there. It's just time. Go ahead.
Thou shalt not raise a false report. Put not thy hand with the wicked to be an an unrighteous witness.
It can't be talking about the judge. Because judge do that on a weekly, daily, monthly, minute by minute, second by second, second by second. The church do that all the time. We do it all the time. We do it all the time. And get mad because folk call them out on it. I ain't mad. I said, it's time to clean it up. Got people now who don't talk to me no more. Nobody wanted a word. Want to hear. I heard from them then. And just like Yogi and Pooh.
Mhm.
But when you call me again, this time you're going to get surprised. And I told him, I'm ready. Now, please deposit. Ain't no slide. Click. Hello. Hello. Now, call me again. Now, how you doing now? All your citizens free? Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate you. Go ahead, please.
Thou shalt not follow a multitude to do evil.
Oh, ooh. Oh, oh. Oh. Shall I not do it?
Follow a multitude to do evil.
See, we call slap myself and leave right now because when follows in that Bible after that, oh my goodness. I'm like, sheesh. Oh my goodness. You know supposed to do that?
No.
But they were sent to do that in a group.
See it.
What?
Contradict. That's what.
What was they with Gypsy Sally going out here for those hills?
It's contradict.
Holy BS, Batman.
Mhm. Mhm.
Go ahead and read it. Oh, good. We gotta clean this up.
Neither shalt thou speak in a cause to decline after many, to wrest judgment.
Didn't I tell you all the New Testament and Old Testament don't go together? Well, according to that, you can't bring a matter before the church. Mm-hmm. 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 Holy crap cake, that man. Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
Neither shalt thou countenance a poor man in his cause.
Everybody with $500 in the mind. Everybody with $200. Everybody with 100. Rest of y'all come. Rest of y'all broke folk come. Who that put change in it? Come on. Damn, and that's what what. But see, that ain't right, Chen. And that was back then. And that's it, your song drops down. Shut up. Go move on.
If thou meet thine enemy's ox or his donkey going astray.
Hold on. That ain't what us. We ain't even got a toy poodle in the backyard. Most pastors don't know nothing about running no farm. Didn't pay attention. They were trying to teach them to plant stuff. Didn't pay attention. They were trying to teach them how to herd cattle, how to raise stuff. Didn't pay no attention because they ain't what they were after. It was after money. They were too busy wanting to preach. So I ain't talking about us. I see why they say don't go by this. They don't pertain to them, but this. Go ahead.
Wait a minute. So
Uh-oh.
this question.
Yes.
All right.
Great.
So it's saying if you meet your enemy's
Come on.
ox
Come on.
or his donkey
Either one.
going astray, you go bring it back to him.
Yes.
Okay, never mind then.
That's what it said. Get back to it, brother.
But you my enemy.
You know these preachers ain't giving no. Look. Now, that's so you see my nothing. Show did. Show did. Oh, that's fine. Some will, most won't. Some of us will definitely give it back. Most of us will not. Finders, keepers, remember. And then they have nerves in the Lord said finders, keepers. They use the Lord, they use catchphrase, just like the dogs got the check words. Yeah. They don't like me breaking it down. So what? Wait till I get in front of the folk I'm going to. Because I was just let there was no man on under me. Ain't doing this man. Getting ready. Can't wait. I'm gonna help somebody.
Awesome.
Yeah.
This is the same reason too. I had always said it's not, but only because I didn't read it to understand it. But they always say, why you getting on me about cussing?
Yes.
Cussing in the Bible.
Yes.
And all this stuff I'm looking at while I'm reading is in there. It's almost like they're justifying what they're saying.
Absolutely. That's being arch word, remember?
They did.
You see what happened to the ministry, didn't you? Yeah, they did. When the little man came from Charleston, he said, I've been there cussing. I said, oh, he cussing. And they got on his side. Cussing in the side. Cussing in the side.
I forgot about that.
Mm-hmm. They never had 120 people in there ever since. Yeah, I can tell why. I can tell now why stuff happened to him. I ain't hiding no more. Yeah, you messed up your own ministry coming up against somebody that's trying to help you in spirit and truth. That's why you keep struggling. That's right. They ain't no curse over you. You did that to you. Let me tell you how this thing really works. Never mind. I ain't gullible, but I did some travels. See, now, what we finding out here is how they formulated this stuff. And so you need to understand, people ain't interested in reading this. And the preachers know it. The crooks know it. And the righteous preachers know it. Let me tell you something. Some of us are doing this thing genuine to the best of our ability, but we know there's some things we know about how people operate, how people function. How else can some of these slicksters get a crowd? It ain't because of no anointing, it ain't because God is favoring them. Are you kidding me? Kiss my action be kept. That ain't the favor of God. That's the gift of running a business and being able to have slick stuff about yourself and being able to reach people. How else could a group of folk come into a building and show them how to pack the building because they show them how to run the religious business? Because before they couldn't get 2 people in there. It's just like advertising and business. Ain't nothing new under the sun. This whole stuff ain't nothing but a system. It ain't righteous. It ain't spiritual. You make spirituality into it, it makes you get the slick and crooked. My heart go out to some of my brothers and sisters that trying to be righteous, trying to be holy, trying to do this thing sincere. Because you packing the suitcase for nothing too. You better get with your ancestors and find out about remember the ancestors, because I'm telling you right now, the alternative ain't good. It ain't got nothing to do with burning forever, which is nonsense. Let's go.
If thou see the donkey of him that hateth thee lying under his burden, and wouldest forbear to help him, thou shalt surely help with him. Thou shalt not rest the judgment of thy poor in his cause.
So, see the mindset that they giving people? Now, this person you help, you know for sure they ain't gonna help you. But it's a help anyway, right? Now, I'm not trying to be funny. Somebody tell me what's your reward for doing that?
According to what this Bible says.
Or what does it say? Because it don't.
If
What does it say you get? What's your prize?
do was something to say reap your just reward. But ain't it something like
It's something to say racial reward. Yeah. I see a lot of stuff telling you to be nice to people that beat the tarnation out your spit on you, provide you, but I'll never see where they turn around and help you. I'll never see where you get reward for doing it. I'll tell you what you get. They get back in school. It's called dunce cap. See, the Lord blessed me because I helped my enemy. No, that's not what happened. Dunce cap to dunce. That's what you get a dunce cap. Because sometimes after you help the person, they talk junk to you about you and call you stupid and tell other people you stupid. That's how the Lord gonna catch you. And you end up staying in your shack when it rains, walks up through your from your roof, and they end up getting the house, and you mad, you fussing at God, tell me how you get a house and I'm still in the shack. Because you got your nuts kept on. And you ain't gonna like me, that's all right. I know I'm concrete and solid in everything I'm saying. Everything. It's called a dunce cap. I helped somebody one time that I know didn't like me. No, they told me, but I did it. I still don't like you. That's exactly what this, I still don't like you. We went one time and took stuff to some people, helping them, and you know what they said? Well, we ain't coming to the church. We didn't ask your dusty mom to come to the church. We do this because this is what we do. This is what they told us we supposed to do. But now they better be glad they didn't catch me when that was because I'm kind of cricket. Not the bug, the lighter. He said, give me this stuff and set it on fire. So now you ain't got it. They told them, we come to church. We didn't ask you to come. We're not that group that buy people and coerce people and trick people. And because you need something, now they got to come. You want that? Go down the street that way. That's what they do down there. And lying people talking about stay on the till you get it. You ain't got nothing. How they gonna get something? That's what they do down there. Coerce people to lie to people. Because they live a lie. We supposed to be the most lucrative people on the planet. Wait a minute. We got to dog each other to go get somewhere. But that is what they tell you, that is what they preach. So we are favored because of our ancestral line. I don't care what nobody say it. Yes, we are. And stuff that happens in our families, in our heritage, in our generations, it's not a curse. If a generational curse is true, I'm supposed to be an alcoholic right now. So all of my uncles drunk clear, strong liquor, but my father did. I don't give a Jehovah's Witness what they say. I name my uncles, but they're all of them. Clear liquor, the tall bottles. If it was generational, why my father wouldn't do it? It was his brothers. He said, they talk junk to him while they were doing it. Pick them. I ain't never seen him drunk. I seen all them drunk pissing on themselves and stuff. Some of them died drunk. It ain't generational. It's by choice. It's by what you come in contact with. My father ain't never get drunk. Yeah. Generational curse. You curse your own generation with your stupidity and your mouth and the stuff you accept, and you pass it on and tell them, well, that's just a generation. No, but then you got somebody selling for it that could have come out better. You don't like me telling the truth? Too bad. Too late now, about now. You want to thank somebody? Thank all the people over the years that were part of this faith that pissed on me. Now I can wash, took a shower, bath, and got a massage from a masseuse, and I'm all right now. So now here comes the truth. You want the thunder? Here you go. Generation curse. No, you make some decisions on your own that you decide to do stuff. I'm telling you like this right here. If you got to do it in seclusion, then you know it's wrong. Big thing. If you got to sneak and do anything, then you know something wrong with it. I don't want to hear people mouth. No, you know something's wrong with it. I don't care what you say. Somewhere in you, you know something wrong. Now, we're going to clean this up. I ain't playing these games. I ain't on no chick. They couldn't have paid me anyway. Not one group that was in the buildings couldn't pay me anything. I'm in here now. I ain't got to worry about it. Anybody else on here?
No, sir.
I feel good about that. Never get in trouble with me later. So what we got now? That would have got the way you help somebody and you mad because they flipped on you. Well, listen, we got listen. When you do something and you being genuine, you being honest, you being decent, that's all that is. Because you might give acknowledge and you might not. You might give thank you and you might not. But if all obtain the prize, how you gonna get a great reward bigger than somebody else's? Now make up y'all mind. No, go ahead.
Keep thee far from a false matter, and
Oh,
and the innocent and righteous slay thou not. For
stop. That's why it's a story and it's talking to one group of people. And even that group of people violated. That's why I said, don't you hear what I just said? Don't do what?
don't keep thee far from a false matter,
From a what?
and the innocent and righteous slay thou not.
Keep far from a what?
False matter.
A false matter. And then what that say? That's what they said, right? Okay. I ain't even gonna mess with it. And I didn't say that. We get that good flavor. They don't even be saying that. Nothing. But I'm forgetting. Ain't no other ministries here. Just us. Right?
Right.
What's next, please?
For I will not justify the wicked.
Oh, woo! Almost fell off of him. Who will not justify the wicked?
And I will not justify.
Who?
God.
Oh, in that story, because y'all going to justify the wicked get justified every day around here.
Mhm.
Every day. On this every day. And even in the story, the wicked get justified. Because homeboy that poked his sister is called the blessed seed. Which means you won't justify what? Oh, what? Well, we started in that time. That's different. Because it's more than one God, you know. Which God is it?
The one that's giving out these laws.
Oh, okay. The one that's giving out the laws? Oh, okay. Okay. Well, we're going to revisit that a little later. Go ahead.
And thou shalt take no gift, for the gift blindeth the wise, and peradventure the words of the righteous.
Woo, we got to get please.
And thou shalt take no gift,
Take no gift.
for
Excuse me. Y'all got my heart. I like to talk to some of my brothers and sisters and see, have they ever traveled afar and didn't take no money? Didn't get them all fair. I'd like to talk to some. Not to hurt their feelings. I just want to show them they so all that like you think. I wonder how many of them went somewhere and then they asked for a plush hotel or folk did them dirty and it was anyway. Let me tell you something. The men's group, they call themselves doing me dirty. I'm gonna show up. I'm coming in there. And y'all gonna be laughing, y'all natural brown behind off. Because I'm not gonna tell you what I'm gonna do. But you're gonna be laughing and you ain't gonna forget it. I dare a group to do me like was done in my day. Oh, I come from pop on play. Yeah, I come. I dare another. We gotta clean this stuff up. I guarantee you, y'all gonna be mad. Do it nice, respectfully, and decent. And ain't gonna leave you out there. Get the hand. We got to clean this up. It's time to start playing these games. Everybody, God called you, huh? Why you getting all real? This won't be approved under God, not the people. If they don't give you anything, you're going to have a fit, ain't you? I like to talk to some. Well, I see what's going on. Know what's going on is you in a religious business. Now, you might have a call, but this ain't got nothing to do with no call. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Well, I was told to preach the word. I'm gonna tell you something. Whatever told you to preach the word was misconstrued, because that ain't the word of God. I said it, I made it, and I'm here to represent it. I've been preaching and teaching it for years. That ain't no word of God. Prove me wrong. When you're hanging around a bunch of folk and folk, listen, we underestimate the power of suggestion. We underestimate. And we refuse to believe we got and infiltrated. And that's how most of us got into this. Now, come on. Oh, sorry, did I break your concentration?
Oh, you want me to go ahead? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Yes. Okay. Also, thou shalt not oppress a stranger. For you know the heart of a stranger.
Oh, it ain't talking to the church. It ain't talking to them people.
Well,
Sound cute, but ain't listen. In the pages to come, they're gonna violate every doggone lip smacking thing we listening to right now. They're not gonna listen.
no.
And what's the message? It's trying to tell you. You can't make people listen. You can't make people change. You can't make people do right. You can't make people. It's telling me, folks can't take what I'm saying, but I can back up everything. You can't give me my experience. No, you ain't giving yourself your experience. Because if you're looking back, trying to do everything related up to it, you'll find out what the source was. Whether it was the ancestors or Jack that put the suggestion in your mind, or something else. Some of the stuff we call it spiritual is not. And some of the spiritual realm stuff we talking, it ran circles around us. Some of us sat in places where you ain't see nothing miraculous on a daily basis. Don't lie and say you did because you didn't. And leave us lying. We were sitting up in these old decrepit cesspools, calling it holy and righteous and covered up. Because there were groups of us that were trying to do it right, trying to say it right, trying to live it right, fight what all we got. And we got into something we didn't know what to do because we found folks doing stuff, we trying to get free, couldn't get out of the grip because of the world we're in. I keep telling people about it. They think I'm talking crazy. No, I know what I'm talking about. Put dirt on you in a skinny minute. And you can't get help. Wash it if the group that you with wants you to be dirty. And when it get in your head, that's gonna be a fight. I know. Go ahead. You're doing so good.
Seeing you were strangers in the land of Egypt.
Can somebody help me with how you calling them strangers? And that's their land. Because the people that you describing in the story, that's their land. That's their people. How they strangers but they don't people? Horrors come from them. Horrors is associated with Egypt and killing. So how they strangers but they don't people? I know you trying to make Horace seem evil. No. You copied your story from Horace. Because in Horace, it's horror. That was how they got. But not the in out your education. I ain't fooling with you. And I respect you, but you ain't gonna make me look stupid. How many strangers get their own with their own people? Remember the story in the book about Abraham and Sarah?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. Then they find out something when they went there. What Sarah connected to them for? Which means he was connected to them for. That didn't make sense. And somebody better read this from them. Go ahead.
And 6 years thou shalt sow thy land, shalt gather in the fruits thereof. But the 7th year thou shalt let it rest and lie still, that the poor of thy people may eat.
6 years, and then the 7th year, don't do that. We heard that before. Didn't they say that already? And the people went out there and let us God do it. Told them something simple. So 6 years and then the 7th year, go ahead.
And what they leave, the beasts of the field shall eat. And like
Leave some for take some and leave some for us. Ain't that right? That's wonderful. That's all right. If folk don't do it, folk are the doctor's sisters under the rabbit and kiss me they go. And she would go for run off a deer. Folk ain't trying to share with no creatures. Well, some people like. I ain't gonna say everybody, but some people like. Go ahead. This is just funny.
in like manner thou shalt deal with thy vineyard and with thy olive yard. 6 days thou shalt do thy work, and on the 7th day thou shalt rest, that thine ox and thy donkey may rest, and the son of thy handmaid and the stranger may be refreshed.
Thank you. Stop. Now, what they got? Now, why did the church transpose and translate that into you ain't supposed to work on Sunday? That's not what that says. That ain't got nothing to do with going to a job. Prove to me that got something to do with going to the workplace. Prove it to me. Because that's when they get this stuff from. You ain't supposed to work on Sunday. What says who? God said. Now, wait a minute. These folk weren't clocking in nowhere. And you just run your mouth from the pulpit. You don't know how to plant a sunflower. They know the garden. We take and plant a tomato. You would plant oranges and get mad and say nothing came up. Somebody tell me how you twist this and make me believe it's wrong for them to work on Sunday. Because being in service on Sunday is work.
Say that. It's work.
Don't nobody praise for 30 minutes and sit down and they ain't breathing. Oh. And if they ain't breathing, they'll just sit down and ain't feel a thing. Sometimes when the power hits you, you're all over the place. So if you ain't supposed to do nothing on Sunday, what the heck we doing coming in these buildings? We got to clean this stuff up, make it make sense. Well, we do it on Saturday, same difference, big shot. We 7-day Adventists. You 7-day? Never mind. That's not a good word to use. Jack go in front of it though. Ain't nobody so special because they do something different. This right here, how you gonna translate that into you ain't supposed to go on a job on Sunday? Because it's showing up some places that tell people they gotta find a different job if they work on Sunday, or they tell people that job ain't from God. You need to ask the Lord to say, give you a better job. Now I don't want to work in a workplace on Sunday. That's a choice. I don't want to work. I don't want to work. Some people will tell the person and they'll hire them, and guess what they turn around and do later on? Schedule them on Sunday. So if the Lord was talking, sure ain't talking to that person. Because they lied about you in there, and then they put you on the schedule for Sunday. They told you if you don't show up, you better get somebody work for you, or you're going to lose your job. But when I got hired, I told y'all. They don't hear that.
No.
They don't hear that. Yeah.
Well, remember, well, you, how I say this, the all over, I can't say except hospitals, probably emergency places. Other than that, everything was shut down.
Not everything. You just named some folk that was working.
No. Just let me finish.
I'm just saying.
So I know I said except some places, but most of the things were shut down on Sunday because it was like that was the thing to do because you ain't supposed to be working on Sunday. So when they started opening up businesses, I heard it for myself, and that was a question in the church. These people are evil. Why are they opening up on Sunday? Don't they know that's the Lord's day? Why are they doing all this stuff on the Lord? And then when they get other people to work on them days, those that had to work those Sunday jobs, we mad because we had to. They're up here. Oh, this ain't nothing but the devil. Because I got to leave being at the house of the Lord to be on this stupid job. This is, but that's the training or the feeding or whatever that was given. But it started when they wasn't doing it. So.
Well, they did have some years ago, you couldn't get gas on Sunday.
Right.
Years ago. You couldn't get gas. You couldn't buy food. You get liquor. You had to go, that's where you got the liquor house from. Because you had to go to somebody's house to buy. Oh, out of homeboy Trump. Trump come. That's where the liquor house come from. Because when they were prohibition, the time of prohibition, and then the time that they were saying you can't do this, can't buy this, can't buy that. And I remember when they didn't want you to go certain places. On Sunday. If you did, the church looked at you like something wrong with you. But they messed around and said something to my father. Woo! He can go serve his enemy. But they messed around and said the wrong thing. He went ahead and told him. And it made so much sense what he said. He said, you mess up your mind your way, and I'll keep mine my way. And we still don't want to admit they messed our mind up. Yes, they did. I don't care what I said. Yes, they did. Listen how we talk sometimes. I'm like, man, you going tomorrow? If it's the Lord's will. Say that again. And I'm going to go against the Lord. What? So if you go and you die, if it's the Lord's will, you go there and you kill. You talk crazy, but I'm talking right. That's why nobody came in here and bothered us here, because they know I'm talking right. Somebody asked a question, why am I teaching? And the person told them, go ask him. I ain't seen them yet. And they ain't coming to ask me, because they know I'm teaching right, because they went to seminary. They know I'm teaching right. On Sunday, they had it to where one time the Pope was making an attempt to travel around and be king of this country. Well, what they're trying to do is shut down on Sundays again and require everybody all over the world to go somewhere. They didn't have to be one set kind of religion, but go somewhere and worship on Sunday. They was trying to impose a new world. And when the Pope came down, all the denominational folk was there in some of them states, right there, kissing the ring and everything. And last time I checked, on the Pope's ring is a great image. So yes, Sunday they were trying to call Sunday a holy, a sacred day, and when they do this and do that. As things progress, people realize you can make money on Sunday just like you. That's how it works. It's some people till this day. Oh, they don't want to go work on no job on Sunday. I mean, I understand that. When I was working in the medical field, one thing they let you know, nobody gets all Sundays off. They let you know that. You can put it on the application all you want to. They will tell you after they hire you. They don't flip and tell you after they hire you. And if you're on swing shift, you definitely ain't getting out on Sundays. But the church will tell people, you need no job. That ain't the Lord right there. That ain't the Lord. You need no job. You need no job. You need no job. Till one day, somebody came up and said, Sunday, I don't know about that. I'll be making 6 figures. Oh, bless the Lord that bless you. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Hey, you know what time that is? Go ahead. See, that's God opening up that door. And then they start thinking, well, God opened the door like that. Now, that might not be high. If you work on Sunday, you make good money, they're not going to bother you. As long as you bring the money to the bill. And you start putting money in the building, you the devil. You ain't going to get money on Sunday. That's the devil. Now, the same people that say you ain't supposed to work on Sunday in the church, right? Where they go with church on?
Say that.
Where they go with church now? Sometimes. Ain't no people working.
Yeah.
So then it's okay if you're gonna sit your behind down and eat. Now they're gonna get gas on something. It's wrong, but you are taking of it. They can sin, but you ain't gonna take over another man's sin. Oh, you didn't know I'm coming like that. What? Knock them out the box, Rick. They all in sin, but you sitting there, they serving you. I believe that was us when a young lady made the comment, I have to work on Sunday because of y'all.
Yep.
They couldn't say nothing. You work hard. I have to work so. Why you have to work so much? Well, I have to work on Sunday because of y'all. Us? Yeah, y'all church people. They couldn't say nothing after that. She came right out and said. So, I mean, I tell people there's some things that don't require all this that we put into it. Some things you gotta leave alone. But the Bible said a lot of stuff that you ain't doing, nor can you explain or justify. But if you know the truth about it, you know how to handle that. I'm telling you, it's the hardest thing I have to do in my life. Ooh, boy, folks are real. I'm just glad, I know I'm on camera. I'm just glad I'm the way I am. That's all I'm saying. Because if I was like Pop, I'd be the shot lot for. You want to kill him? I shall. No, you know what? Not like Pop. Like my brother in Piedmont. Because he'll shoot you. Now, might not kill you, but he gonna shoot you. Get him married. He calls everything. Never mind. Oops. Go ahead. What time is it?
8:47.
Okay, it's 8:47. We're gonna stop right there. And this is why we stop. Now, I gotta do this. Because I made the comment on set. Now, we should be, and I mean this. I don't care what city you in, what town, what state. If you in organized man-made Christianity, the religion, the dominant religion of choice in this country, as they say, because Catholic and Christianity is the same thing. And Jehovah's Witnesses is Generic Brandon. They're just more ruthless. But anyway, we should be very, very well off.
Mhm.
Is that a true statement? We should have plenty, right? Now I ain't picking on nobody, but I'm gonna go to the youngest person in here. The youngest person in here.
Say,
He already. I said, why are we not? We should be some of the most lucrative people on the planet. Why not? All of us should be if we're involved in this. Why we're not? Uh, ooh, that's good. Because we destroy each other. And Karen, the Bible is saying, don't do all and consume one another. That's all I've been seeing the whole time I've been in this. That's a good way to put it, destroy one another. All right, Joe, next. Why not? He said we destroy one another.
Maybe because of the investment it requires and the commitment to work together.
Oh, wow. Community factor. Right. All right, Jason. You
The last part he said is what I was about to say.
no?
But
It's already taken. Just about any answer will fit. I'm telling you. I'm telling you.
Well, the next thing I was gonna say is like not working to our full ability.
Mm, mm. I told you, every answer fit. All right, all right, all right. Pop the ship. Now we're talking as a whole. 'Cause, I mean, the way they put this out.
We try to compete with each other too much instead of helping each other.
Ooh, that's ooh, competition. Tell us about it. What's up?
Third question.
Why would not? We should be the most lucrative people in the why would not? But this was supposed to be here, not just bugging up and they why would not?
Systematic racism.
Systematic racism. Ooh, not in the Lord's church.
Systematic racism.
Not in the Lord's church. What?
Lord, church.
What's going on in the Lord's church? What? That was up. What would not? Systematic racism.
Mhm.
Wow, she said systematic. That's tough right there, man. Systematic. You know what's sad? That's true. Oh, I just experienced that from somebody else's experience. Listen to it. That's true. I remember Ross was dealing with racism in the church. And I remember he was upset because this bishop sent him a letter. And the way the bishop came at him was telling him, and in so many words, the bishop was saying, you can't criticize something you're part of. And so his response was, he was saying he got some Caucasian people in there with him. And don't prove nothing. The man had a point. I tell people all the time, it's hard to criticize something you're part of. Inquiring minds systematic racism. I think of that. Why would not? Can't wait to get my answer. We should be the most lucrative people. Because they said we're heading out there for another day. Why would not? I'm talking about church. Well, we got to talk about church. Yeah. Why would not? Ooh.
To me, it wasn't, it didn't do so much because it was considered wrong. And so,
Yeah.
because when I think about this, now the question, did it was saying something like this was in there, where I think Muslim David made a statement. He said it looked like the wicked was flourish. And he was taking place in the house of the Lord, something like that, like the wicked was prospering or something like that. But like I said, again, I still feel like a lot of things that come to is something, and that you could not do too much of nothing of the city seeing along well. And we was, and it was not so making us the dead, but like the other people, to me, it looked like outside in the better off than we were.
It sure. And some of these other religions are more advanced. They got competition going on with that now. Prove this, prove that. Yes. Yeah, come on, Will. Come on, I want to see your smile.
You should be the most lucrative
Yes.
because um we're selfish. We um don't don't seek to help each other. It's an individual thing. It's the competition. If you see somebody that might be getting more than you, it's never put it together, even though it's taught to be together, it's not together because it's individual, it's selfish, and you don't want somebody to get the ups on you. But if it's supposed to be done together, so that everybody will have, if everybody see it as what I have will help you, what you have will help me, we'll all be lucrative together. We don't see it like that. It's selfishly done. It's individual, and then somebody have the answer, but because of who it came from, then you don't use it. You use part of it, and then want to know why it don't work. So
Mm.
that's one of
Well, we give us some great reasons in here.
It's something we didn't do much to see because that's what I asked them to do. Person that I passed it because when I said, okay, when they said they brought all stuff to the apostles, which one was it? The apostles, whatever.
The apostles and put it in there and they gave to the people that they had need.
Yes. So I said, why they do that now? So why?
So when you do it now, they take you, won't give them nothing.
Right. That's what
Like
I
they
said.
locked them in.
Yes. So I said, so if that was supposed to be how it's supposed to be, and like what they were doing, why did I do it so much now?
You know who did that? Some of the cult leaders,
Wow.
like Father Divine. That's right. Some of the cult leaders did that.
it.
Had people breaking everything and they dispersed to the people. But they call it evil and using people to manipulate people. But some of the cult leaders set it up that way, but they got it out of the Bible. They got it out of the Bible. Father Divine was one, I use him all the time because he was one of the most perfect examples of using the Bible to your advantage. He had ground set up. They bought land together and everything, and they had a couple of high-rise buildings. And when you got to a certain status, you were all white and you were on the top floors. They called the top floors heaven. Matter of fact, Father Divine was one of the mentors for Jim Jones. Jim Jones was not a cult leader. You don't believe everything folks say and show you. He lost his way a little bit, but he was more political than anything else. He held a political office when he left this country and went to Ghana. He ended up where he was because they didn't want him to mix the church. That's why he had more of our people than anybody else because his own people shunned him. And they got mad because he gained political office by our people's votes. See, they tell a part of the story. His death was political because he killed it. Let's share it for the government. It was over. Y'all give some great answers. I'll give one of mine. One of the reasons why we're not very lucrative, we don't have it, is because some of us were tarnished and blemished way beforehand. See, what I try to implement here, what always messes up is people with their own idea outside of what we're trying to accomplish. So you got to bring all the ideas together and make it a well-oiled machine. But people don't, they see when they hear you say bring all the ideas together, they got this mindset that says they idea gonna be in the back of the line. It ain't no line. See, we got tarnished and blemished before we got here. When I was getting ready to make money rapping, well, that's the devil, that's the devil. They're paying us to dance. You can't be dancing for the devil. See, everything we were doing, they got you working on something, that's the devil. Everything we were doing to get money. Then, found out we get money, why you ain't bringing that to the church? Hold on.
Right.
You set up the devil. You heard it because see my face. And he's saying something. That's who? Now it's a problem because it was me. Oh, he's slick. That's what, you know, it's listen. Who? Tell me to see. Oh, but when he was listening, yeah, some of us got time. But I have skills by the young people before the way people are is just kind of ridiculous to me. I tell you what, there's somebody coming every Sunday and they tell you that can help a lot of people, they just don't listen. He said right there. My brother Jordan tell you, yeah, you don't listen. Folks are stupid, don't listen to them. You don't make no harm, tell you, they don't listen to them. They take part in it. Yeah, I know what I'm doing. And why you don't do it? Because I was told to help people. Oh, God tell you that? No, my father did. And my grandfather. My father and my grandfather. And my mother told me I ain't never heard that because I was help people. Pop didn't tell me, Pop said you care too much, they're going to be down. My dad said you can't help anybody. They don't appreciate it. But he'll tell you, yes, he's not doing that stuff. He just don't say that because nobody asks him. When they ask him, they'll listen to what he said. They think he don't know that. We get tarnished, some of us get tarnished and blemished. So when we get in place and try to do something, it's difficult. It's hard. I still say this place ought to be packed every time you do it. But what you ain't excited about, who else gonna be excited about? There's an effort that has to be put forward. It won't take you long to put the pieces together and have people going forward. When people are saying one thing, they do another. I don't feel no way time, especially now. Mm. Especially now. There's some things that we have on the table that we bring them all together. Oh my goodness. Bringing it together doesn't involve putting your stuff on the back burner. Bringing it together is coming together and finding out how it all connected. So it'll be a flow. I wish I was. But yeah, some people got stronger with everything we're trying to do. Yeah. And I was working on campus. Somewhere wrong with it. Pop said, son, you ain't the faculty. I know that. I ain't give myself that job. They did. They were trying to hide me. I couldn't tell you. And for those that think Pop was an idiot, in Orangeburg, there's a drug dealer called Golf Avenue. The drug dealers were talking on that jump. Pop put on all black and went up on the hill by himself. Went up in the crack house and went up in some on faith, jacked a couple of them up. And didn't the city give him a citation and all that for that? He got a plaque and an award for going up there doing that. But the church put churches up there and got so passive that they started bringing the drugs back. And you know what he said? I ain't going back up there. When I did help, they didn't want me to keep helping. I ain't going back up there. Went up there by himself, dressed in all black. They talked junk. That preacher had come. I wish he would. He parked his Cadillac a block away and walked. So you can tell me we can't accomplish things that we really set our sights on getting it done. Yes, it takes some effort. It takes a little work. But it can be done. I'm enjoying this. Free your mind, your body, follow. Everyone who logged in, love you, appreciate you. Have a very prosperous and blessed night. We'll see you way on to those that are over there in Kenya.